One secret weapon that everyone possesses, which can alter any reality if you can use it properly. That secret weapon is nothing but your own perception. Yes, you heard it right. If you can control your perception, you can control your reality, but most of the people are using this incredible power destructively. The reason behind this is their 3D reality is influencing the way they perceive things. So when their 3D reality becomes negative, their perception also becomes negative. And when their perception becomes negative, they will constantly manifest negative things in their life. And this kind of people whose perception is controlled by the 3D reality is commonly called as victims. And there are some people they will control this weapon called perception, according to their will, and their 3D reality cannot influence them. This kind of people are doing all these wonderful things in this world. And this people are commonly called as the creators of their life. Edison, Wright brothers, Tesla, they all have done phenomenal inventions in this world. And think if they allow their 3D reality to influence their thinking, do you think that all this phenomenal inventions will happen? Of course not. Because only a person who can think above his 3D reality can make huge manifestations in this world. So controlling your perception leads to controlling your reality. Okay, how does this work then? Your perception is the vision of your subconscious mind, which means we all know that our subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to know what is real and what is imagined. So when you adjust your perception to see your desired results are already manifested, your subconscious mind assumes that your desired result is already manifested. When your subconscious beliefs a particular assumption is already manifested, it will start to create situations, circumstances, and opportunities to make that particular assumption into a reality. And when this happens, your desired outcome will manifest in your 3D reality. Okay, how can I use this powerful weapon then? For that, you need to understand the two basic state of awareness. Everything that you desire to manifest in this 3D reality has two states. One is the presence of the thing you desire, and other one is the absence of the thing you desire. In these two states, wherever you put your perception determines what you are manifesting in your life. So if you want to manifest a specific outcome, never think, feel, and act from the state of lack. Always stay in presence of the good you desire. Always look at the world through the perception of your desired outcome is already manifested. And when you start to learn to adjust your perception at your will, your reality has no other option but to shift. For instance, if you want to lose weight, what you have to do is always think that what if that desired body that you wanted is already manifested? How would you see the world from that particular body weight? How would you think, feel, act, speak, breath, and eat from that particular body weight? This is the shift that you have to make in your perception. After that, you have to maintain this particular perception until it becomes automatic. When it becomes automatic, that is when the shift in your new reality happens. Okay. Now let's see what's the legend Bob Proctor saying about your perception, according to Bob Proctor. Perception is how you see something. It's your way of looking at something. You change the way you look at something, and it'll change completely. Now let me explain how I do this. I learned this, by the way, from Earl Nightingale. Just one thing I'm going to show you right now. If I have a particular problem or a challenge, I will take it and I'll write it on a piece of paper. And I'll put the paper in the center of a table and I'll sit back and look at it. And then I'll ask myself, is that challenge or that problem in me, or is it on the paper? Now, as long as it's in me, I'm going to have difficulty with it. So I've got to work to get it on the paper. You'll say, well, that's silly. Is it? Try it. Find out how silly it is. And when I get it on the paper, then I look at it. And I really try and understand it. Then I may go sit on the other side of the table and I'll look at it. And I'll attempt to get into Earl Nightingale's energy. And I'll say, how would he look at this? How would Earl perceive this particular situation? And I'll start to get ideas in my mind, and I'll go and look at it from somebody else's perspective. I may ask someone to share their perspective on it. Understand this. It's not rigid. It's as fluid as the air. You have to use your perception to look at it. To look at everything you're looking at from a totally different point of view. That's how we've created the world we've got today. Somebody changed how they looked at lighting, and they came in and lit our studio up properly. Somebody changed the way we look at recording. That's how this microphone got invented, you see. When you change the way you look at something, it changes. Our good friend Wayne Dyer gave us that. He said, When you change the way you look at a thing, the thing you look at changes. Okay, that's what Bob Proctor saying about perception. Here I'm concluding this video. See you on next video. Thank you.